Hello guys, so today I'll be talking about one book. It's called I Love Kuala Lumpur by Mr. Leslee. So how I got the book? The author himself actually gave to me when I was attending a book tour. If you got, perhaps lots of you guys have already heard about Mr. Twan Eng. He wrote a very fantastic book. It's called The Garden of Evening Mists. A very good book. I recommend you guys to read that. It's actually a part of our assignment, and I'm really glad that Ms. Joanne actually recommended us, encouraged us to meet up with Twan Eng. And also, voila, I got this book from the author himself. I mean, this is not Twan Eng, but I'm really glad to actually be able to meet a fantastic person like Mr. Leslee. The book tour, the event was actually surprisingly packed with people that time. So we were standing, so I was at the back. Lots of the people, they already filled up the chairs, and I was at the back with Mr. Leslee. So he started a conversation. He was asking me about where I'm from and what am I doing here, what was I doing there at that time. So I just said my lecturer actually recommended us and encouraged us to actually attend this book tour and get the book if possible. So I told him that I'm an English literature student, and actually this is a part of our assignment. And he was asking me what am I learning, so I told him a bit more about that. So after that, we had to queue up and wait for our chance to meet Mr. Twan Eng. And Mr. Leslee asked me to get the signature of Mr. Twan Eng for him, because Mr. Leslee is a bit older guy, so he said he wanted to get some fresh air outside. So I was like, okay. And sadly, on the way to meet Mr. Twan Eng, I heard somebody from behind me. She said that the book has already been sold out. I was kind of sad, but then again, a book on my hand, and I'm helping somebody to get signature from Mr. Twan Eng. And meeting Mr. Twan Eng was very, very humbling. He's a very humbling person. He's a very humble person, and I appreciate that. It's a very good experience actually. So after that, we're done with the event. I went out and I said, "Hi, Mr." Oh, he mentioned his name was Mr. Richard. So I was kind of surprised when I saw the name on the book. Leslee is very different from Richard. So I said, okay. So after that, he said, thank you for fetching Mr. Twan Eng's signature, and I have something for you, he said. So yeah, he gave me this book with his signature as well. So he said, spread the love. If anybody wants to buy this book, just hit me up in the email, and I will do my best to perhaps deliver the book to those who actually want to purchase this. So I'll share the link later on below if any one of you wants to buy this book. So now I'll tell you about more about this book. This book is actually a recommendation some recommendations for the readers, for those who want to come to Malaysia, and also perhaps the locals, based on the author's experience, because he went to some of these places, not only in KL but other places in Peninsular Malaysia like Ipoh, like Malacca, some of the places. So he actually wrote this book in a humorous way so that the readers can enjoy the book. So it's not gonna be like boring, like very monotonous. And he's actually a very skilled drawer himself, painter or drawer, yeah. And I really like this book that he actually incorporated lots of it's very Malaysia. It's a very Malaysian book, and yeah, I want to give a shout out to a channel. It's called Bro Dog. I'm not sure if it's a he or she, but previously this person asked me to mention more about the theme. So the theme for this book, I suppose could be nationalism, could be patriotism, pride, heritage, and also humor. And after that, it's written, obviously I have mentioned before, it's written in the first point of view. So it's written based on the writer's point of view. And how does this book can impact the readers? So I guess here it's gonna make the readers to actually make up their mind based on the suggestions in the book. Possibly they want to go around in KL, and some of his recommendations are actually very good. Some if they want to know more about the heritage of possibly KL and some of the places that he mentioned, he actually described it in detail and in a humorous way. So and I am very grateful to actually to get the chance to attend the book meeting, because I got to meet people like Mr. Leslee himself. So that's why I'm giving him a shout out. Also, I'm very thankful for my lecturer, Ms. Joanne, because she actually encouraged us to go on a book tour like this. If I didn't go to the book tour, I might not possibly meet this incredible person and unique person. So I think that's all from me. Just give your thoughts, comments down the comment section below, and check out my description. Possibly you want to get one copy of this and support our local writers, and I highly suggest that you guys do that. And also shout out to this book also, because this is the book that I was trying to look for during the book tour, but sadly this book gone. Everybody has purchased this book, and I was pretty sad. But thank you, Miss Joanne, for this book. I really appreciate that, and I really enjoy this book. And I wish that you guys can also get this book if you have not already. So I think that's all for me. Ciao.